Let's see.
Be able to see it?
Oh, lake life. Love it.
Where? Let's see. Why can't I see?
My goal.
Hashtag lake life.
Oh.
Nice, Marie.
Gotta save some money.
Yep. Remind yourself to save some money.
There you go.
There you go.
She's got a lake life. Okay.
Living for your dreams.
All right. Wait, let me find Bobbi. Hold on just a second here. Let's get her on the spotlight, that girl, and I know she's muted.
And then Cora, we saw your question about hosts adding their people. So hold on.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Bobbi, are you you're gonna be doing about recording, sharing on the phone. So are you, okay, I'll let you just go ahead.
Hey, first of all, I just want to say thanks to everybody for sharing all the time. Honestly, all of the different things that I work on through the week come from meetings like this and from the different, a couple of mastermind groups that I'm in. So never think that any idea is too small to share, because people build on what you share. And that's how ideas are born and made. So some of the things that I have to talk about today are based on ideas that you have shared and I have just expounded upon, or different ideas that come to me because of the things that this amazing group of directors takes the time to share. It is something that makes life and business easier for all of us. So thank you to all of you. Oh, I love you too, Linda.
Bobbi. Yeah.
So, okay. So what I was going to talk about today really reflects back to a couple weeks ago from our call when we were talking about recording in Loom and doing some of your host coaching, sharing with your host how to do things when they're using the computer. And then Kimberly said, actually, you can use Loom on your phone. I didn't know that, but I have an iPhone and iPhone has that already built in. So I just use the recording feature on my phone because the majority of our hosts are using their phone to do their party work with copy and pasting and things like that. This concept of using your phone to record your screen, you can use your voice or not have your voice. So you can turn your microphone on or off. So if you want to speak voiceover as you're doing your recording, you can explain step by step of what to do. So that is something that is helpful. But this can be used in other ways as well, aside from just your host coaching. Some people really honestly have no idea how to copy paste. So being able to show them how to copy paste really easily is a lot easier than trying to explain, hold your finger here and do this and do that. You know what I mean? So if you say those words, but you're showing them at the same time, people are visual learners and they will get that concept a lot easier. But it's also something that can be used in your team pages under units and tech tips and things like that, showing them where to find things on our website and how to add, a consultant payment gift or all those other videos that we put in our units. You can have phone versions as well. It takes just as much time to record it one time and save it and then record it somewhere so that you can refer back to it as it does to explain it to people, and in fact less time because you just do it once rather than having to do it over and over. Right. Yeah. So that's part of your automating system. So to do that, if you have iPhone, you can just if you've already added it to your home screen, some people's defaulted that way. Mine was not defaulted that way. I had to go into settings and actually find screen recording and add it to my home screen. If you want to know what your home screen is, if you just scroll up on your phone so that you get your little thing that comes up like this, that's your home screen. The recording button is the one that looks like this. So you tap it to record your screen. To find out if your microphone is on or off, you have to hold your finger down on that recording button and it will open up a screen that will show you whether your microphone is enabled on or enabled off. And you just toggle it how you want it to be and go forward from there. So you can also edit those videos. So for example, I'm gonna share my screen. Here's an example of one of the ways that I use it. You got to make me a host for me to be enabled to share screen.
I did already, Bobbi. Oh.
Host disabled participant screen sharing.
Okay, let me try this again. Okay.
The phone that I have is an 8, so my phone is not new. It is iOS up to date. In other words, I have the latest up to date iOS.
Gonna say,
But
mine does not have that button.
No, go like this. You know what? Are you doing it this way, Nance? Because hers
Yeah.
goes scroll up, but this is this way.
mine
You
is
probably have
up.
to edit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine is up. Yours might be to the side.
Yeah, it goes right. You swipe down right. But and you might have to add yours then, she was saying. Right?
Yeah, so if it's not automatically on your home screen, if you go under settings, you'll find screen recording, and you just need to, you can add it to your home screen. Okay, you add it, Leah, from under settings. Just find screen recording. All right, let's see. I think that you might have enabled for me to be able to do it now. Yes. Okay. What was I showing though? I forgot. Oh, I was going to show you one of the. Okay, so, and let's see, let's go into.
Oh my gosh.
In this party here, there's a couple things that I can show you here, but let's scroll down to one of the ways that I would have used the screen recording in this party, and that is showing who the prize drawing. I go live on my last prize drawing of the party. I go live and talk to them, but my other 2 drawings, which are an early bird drawing, which looks like this, see, that's a screen recording. And all I do is just Google, you know, or just record the 3 people that had, I type into Riffle Raffle, the 3 people that added orders in before the party started, and then just let it pick the winner. And then I just play that video, and that's really easy. I don't have to go live for that. So that's just an example of how you can use your screen recording videos. And because our videos on Facebook are on loop, that allows that to go like that. So that's just one of the ways that you can use it. But I use it in host coaching quite a bit. Let me go back up to this other thing here. So another thing, one of the ideas that it was actually Tiffany had shared about how to use the messenger button, or I call it a button. It's not really a button, but it's your link, how to get your message, your private messaging link. See, I post from my business page, but if you want them to message you to your private page, you just have to get your address for your messenger. So this is an idea that Tiffany gave, but you can use this in your parties. You can use this even if you want them to message you to your business page, because like Anna, another idea that Anna has given or shown is how you can follow up through Messenger in your business page. You can tag things as important and all kinds of things like that. So she prefers to get all of her messages in her business page. Some people prefer to get them in their personal page. It doesn't matter where you prefer to do them. The point is the easy button, which is having something to click, because I legit have had people say, how do I message you? Well, you just click my name and click message. I mean, it's really, really simple, but people don't know. So the easier we can make things for people, is just another way we can serve our customers. So exactly like what Denise was sharing about how to make it easy. The QR code, I had a million ideas for that when she was sharing that. I don't use QR codes at all, but oh my goodness, to be able to make a photo that has a QR code in it makes it shareable. So you just build on ideas that other people have. So this messenger button, that is just so easy for people to be able to message you personally by just clicking something, because they don't have to, I realize all they would have to do is click here and then click message, but people don't get it. But if they have this, then they get it. And so once I started doing this, like 9 out of 10 people send me a message. So and you know what my message to them is I give them the 40th anniversary free anniversary cookbook, and then I talk to them about booking a party. So that's, you know, that's just an easy way to open a conversation with people is using this messenger. And the way you get this address, if you don't know, the address is the same for everybody for your messenger is m.me/ and then whatever your I don't want to open it on that one because I'm
business pages, right?
Yeah, whatever your address that you're looking to get. So like if you're looking to get your address for your business page, you would go to your business page, and this is your address right here. Bobby Jean's Kitchen is my address. So for people to message me to my business page, it would be m.me/Bobby Jean's Kitchen. So yours is wherever you want them to message you, your address is right here when you're in wherever it is that you want to be. If I wanted them to go to my personal page, then I would click from my personal page and see it's facebook.com/bobby.comeaux. So that's the address that I put here. You see, does that all make sense? Easy to follow. You guys all
Bobbi,
get that,
so
right?
they're messaging you on your personal page.
That's where I prefer to
Okay,
get the
got it.
messages. So
Okay.
and other people prefer to get them in their business page, and that's great too. I don't mind being messaged in my business page. I just like the notification that I get, but since I work at my desk and this is my full-time job, I see the messages that come across in my personal page. But people that have full-time jobs or don't, maybe, they prefer, or even like Anna, who just likes to be able to, she has so many of them coming in, she labels them as important and labels them as what they are. And that's awesome. I may change to doing that one day, but for today, this is what I like. And so it's just an easy way for you to choose. It's customizable to do however you want to do it, which I think is amazing. Another way that I use the easy button, I call it, for that is exactly what Denise was sharing with the turkey trot. But instead of doing the turkey trot, I did a 40th anniversary catalog party is what I called it. And then what she said about the word party, that's a great thought too. So that's just another thing to expound upon. But what I did was I did a CCE to 3,000 customers, and I actually sent out 30 packets from that because they responded, because there was in the CCE, I made an easy button with this Google drawing slip. And I got this idea from Debbie Cook. So we all share with people all the time. So I just, did this, putting in the same thing, get what your rewards are, and they're going to be entered into a drawing, and they have all month to do it. So I've been communicating with these people through that. Another tech idea that I got from this, or that spurred the idea on, is people were sharing the Google albums and different things like that. So I came up with an idea that I'm just trying out this week. It's only gone out to these 30 people, so it's only been out for a few days. So I don't have like live results to give you, but I made a linktree party for these 30 catalog parties. And so what it looks like, it's a link tree that's specifically only to this Easy Pampered Chef party. So the links, you text it and it comes across to them very easy to see, just like this, so that they can see what they want to see. How does this party work? This is a Facebook album. I like to use Facebook albums in my parties because I find that they're a way to show extra products without taking up extra posts. If they can't use the Facebook album because maybe they are not on Facebook right now, they could do the Google album instead. And that was shared with me. Again, like other people share things and then give us all ideas. That this Google album was made by Debbie Cook and then tweaked by many people, so it's just different ideas that when we all share different ideas like this, you can take them and run with them and make them your own. And another thing that Denise had said was talking about,
What is a Facebook album? Like I'm going to be the.
Okay. So a Facebook album.
But
this is the, on your business page, you can make albums. So this album is basically, it's a party and an album. So it's a few of my favorite products, some tips and recipes. Okay. So it's just like a Google album, but it is in Facebook. So it's just another way that you can put pictures together to share in a party type format.
And how do you get, how do you get there?
How do you get that? Well, that's from this link tree that I sent out to all 30 people with the catalog, but also on Facebook itself, like if people just go to my business page, or I also share them in my party. So from my business page, you can see, go away. You can see like, here's the album. I just made it the other day. So look through this album for a few of my favorite products to share, some great tips, and a handful of recipes you'll love. This way you can get a link to it because it's in a business page. It's a public business page, so you can get links to it to be able to share it. In my regular parties, I use that. How that can be used for you in a regular party would be, for example, let's get down to, these remind me to tell you about the real-time inventory thing, because Denise was talking about how she makes it in her, she changes each one of her cover things to talk about that, and that is so great. I made my video, my welcome video over for each of these parties, saying almost exactly the same words, but just treating it as good news. It's great news that Pampered Chef has your back in this way of, like, everything that you want, that you want to order, can order today, it's going to come to you and you have no back orders. So it's all about our perspective. But okay, so way that I use those albums in my party posts are, let's come down to one that has one in it. Okay, for example, this is a deep cover baker post. So I'm doing a rotisserie chicken here. So I have a video that I'm sharing with rotisserie chicken, but if they want to see more things about the deep cover baker. See,
Air fryer.
Pampered, not perfect. The air fryer. Then they just click that and it brings them to this album and shows them all different kinds of things about the air fryer and recipes.
Bobbi, that is amazing. I love this. So this is all done that on your business page, because that's where you can create these albums.
Right. So,
Okay, so I'm going to be ignorant and say, how do you create the album in your business page? What?
so you go to your business page.
Okay, under home.
Let me see. Let me just be in my business page instead of in this album.
Oh,
So
under the page.
from your business page,
Okay.
you you go to your photos and you just create an album.
Okay, all right. I
And
didn't
so
think
you-
it would be that simple.
Yeah,
I mean, I was thinking that's what you do, but I'm thinking it's got to be harder than that.
No, it's so simple that, like,
And then
seriously, it's
you
so
hit create
simple.
album.
You hit create album and then you make the album you want. So like if you look at my albums, I have, let's say, see all albums. So I have albums that are a few of my favorite tools that I have a video of that refers to these videos. The deluxe air fryer, everyday fiesta album, a deluxe cooking blender album, a quick meal night. Again, these are correlation to videos, so that then I just put the products that are from that video in there.
And you just keep adding to these, Bobbi, as you go
Mhm.
along.
Yes, and changing them. Like some of my older ones, I probably need to go through them and see if there are some things in there that we don't sell anymore. You know what I mean? Like that. So yeah, that's the way that works. But so anyway, wait, where was I? So then that's just another use for those albums. Go away, David. Yeah. Let's see. So I also made some graphics that I'm happy to share, but that talk about, and you talk about ideas from other people and people that share things or that you work on together. Let's see. So Laura Anticol made this and asked for help with wording, and so we collaborated on that. And then this is just, something that I put in my parties. I put something every day. One day it was in the morning, one day it was in the middle of the day, and one day it was at the end of the day, about what real-time inventory is and about how I can unlock their orders. Because things like that need to be said again and again. It's also in my welcome video, but let's see, here's another one. See, here's my my deluxe cooking blender album and my video about the deluxe cooking blender. Okay. Okay, so this one I took a Pampered Chef image and added to it. So telling them that, trucks come in daily, so check back often. And then it opens conversations for me to be able to This I took wording that was shared by Sharon Zellin or something in one of the director groups, and you just tweak it. You know, so we all have that's why the sharing is so, you know, it's just important. Okay, so let's see. Real-time inventory graphics, easy button for messaging, and customer care. Oh, so in customer care, how I did got those 30 catalogs is just linking it in your customer care. So in your customer care email, you have the ability to put a link, a hyperlink to a word. So I said, click here to secure your catalogs or whatever. And so then I just put the Google link for people to fill out the Google form asking me for catalogs. And I really truly think that the reason why I get the messages that I get and I got the response for the catalog, which is turkey trot or anything you want to call it, is because of the easy button. If it's easy for people, they will do it. I hope that makes sense. Google form. Oh, and the last thing that I wanted to share, because Patty asked about all the different things that I'm trying new. Linda McGuire shared with me her host form. So I started using that this week, and I wanted to utilize this as something, a tool to make it, to start my host coaching process. So I've added some questions in here that help me in my host coaching process before my host coaching process even really begins. So, you know, name, email address, ship to address, all that stuff. Are we friends on Facebook? Who's the host you booked from? How do they like to communicate other than coaching time? This is letting them know sneakily that we're going to be communicating in Messenger for your party. But how else do you like to be, you know, messaged to?
Smoke signals.
Yeah, smoke signals. For virtual partying, we'll be chatting in Messenger, and we need a 5-minute phone call. When is the best time for me to reach out to you? And then a little bit of getting to know their cooking style, how they are familiar with Pampered Chef. If they're familiar with their rewards. Do you know that there are people that don't even know they get rewards? Oh my gosh, seriously.
Yeah.
So making things easy for them, finding out how active they are on Facebook and what they know and don't know. Why they're having the party, because that's important to know too. It helps you to gear how you talk to them. Now for the part of how they are going to be interacting in the party. Who are they going to invite? Everybody eats. Only people that they are choosing, or if they're going to be willing to personally invite, or if they need help or whatever, if they want a catalog. All of the things that will help them to have a successful party. Check all the things you're willing to do. How excited they are, they can't wait. I will post a picture. I want my friends to feel welcomed like friends and not customers. I can send them a message as they join the party. I will comment, how fun, I'll go live. Or then you can find out if they're a little reserved. So posting in the party might seem a little more than I know how to do. So then I can help them, right? Asking them what their goal is for the party, what their biggest party product that they want. And then lastly, sharing with them about the business. That's your first one of your 5 times of sharing with your host about the business. You could try the business before, during, or after the party. You can purchase one of these kits and turn it into your launch party. I will run it for you and you will make the money, or you could use the kit credit from your host benefits and give it a try after the party, and I will give you your bookings. So this is just, you know, a couple little things like that. And all of this is adapted from something shared with me. Linda McGuire shared this form with me, and I just tweaked it and changed it and made it my own and added some questions that spurred ideas for me. I hope that helps.
Oh my God, you are blowing my mind.
I know, this is so great.
I'm scrolling back. I mean,
oh, sorry. Okay.
Scroll back up. I just, it's being that this is recorded, people are going to be looking at it. I just want to
Sure. Go scroll back to what? The top of the form?
I'm just thinking people are going to be looking at this in the video replay. So let's take a quick look at it again, so that you don't get a million requests for the actual form. They can make their own.
Well, when you make a copy of a form, that's what made it so easy for me to tweak and make my own. Is like you make a copy of, you know, what somebody else is doing, and it's so helpful. Linda shared this in the Comeaux Club, this idea for host coaching. So
Yeah,
love this.
I love this.
Mm-hmm. Am I scrolling slow enough?
You're doing great.
Yeah.
you so much.
You kind of lost me when there was a whole bunch of stuff on the screen, so I wanted to.
Yeah, I know. And I know I talk really fast, and I threw a lot of ideas, I think.
This is amazing.
And then the last one coming up.
I still can't find my record button. I'm just telling you how bad.
Yeah, I can't either.
Okay.
There was a question. This is great. Thank you.
Marie, I think if you go to settings, and you just put in the search and you just put recording in there, I think it'll come up. So you could try that.
Okay. All right.
That was really good, Bobbi.
Well, thanks. That was it. So.
That was amazing. I think somebody.
Can I put in? We'll do this later.
Yeah.
I'm going to look right now while the next person's sharing. Mary, I'll look for you what it is in your iPhone, what it's called.
There was another question in the chat that I thought maybe somebody had asked.
Yeah, I know we had a couple questions. So,
because being that we have 12 minutes left on this official call, I think it would be more important for her to answer the questions that were in the chat.
Okay.
Linktree, no, it wasn't that. I do remember seeing it. I can't find it.
Can you show how to create easy button in customer care?
Yes.
Oh, that's what it was.
Okay.
Yes, and the other one was how you were actually using your voice and recording your screen at the same time. It was way up in the chat.
Okay, so let's answer that one first. On your phone, let me put this out of my way. So when you're on in your phone like this and you press and hold this record button, see the microphone right there? It says it's on.
Okay.
If I wanted it to be off, then I would touch it and change it to off.
Okay.
So that's that. If you want to record, you just click like this and see what it does. It gives me a, well, I have to have my phone open. Sorry. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, and then you'll get a red line at the top that will show you that you're recording. See? So, and then when you want to stop it.
What version of phone do you have, Bobbi?
It's an 8.
Okay, so my should have this, right?
Yes, it would. So under settings.
Where am I at?
And you see home screen? That's where you're going to add it. But display brightness.
Voice recorder and audio editor that I have to add it, view. What's new on the App Store? It's like I have to add an app.
I don't think it's an app. It's literally internal to your phone.
It's in your settings.
It's in your settings.
Hey guys, if y'all look on the chat, I just put the instructions on the chat of how to do it step by step.
Go to
Yeah.
Awesome. That has to be our Anna.
Yeah, show them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right there. Oh Lord, yeah.
Control center.
Is it in there?
Right.
Yep.
Do you see it, Marie?
I'm copying her instructions.
So in your control center is where you'll find what you want to choose to be in your screen recording is right there.
Oh my gosh, you can also add the QR code reader.
Right.
Wait, where's screen recording? I don't have screen recording. Okay.
That's
Yes,
because
Yes,
because I've included it in my controls. That's why it's at the top one. If you haven't included it yet, then it's going to be under more controls.
Got it.
You have to allow what you want. Like what's on mine is going to be different than what's on yours, right? Because it's your home screen, so you can customize it to have on there what you want it to have. Okay, and then the other question was how to put the thing in a CCE.
Yes,
You want me to show that?
please.
Okay, so you're just going to go into your, you're going to go, you have to be in there first. Go into my contacts.
You might also supposed to be with this program. I'm not really sure.
Okay, and then once you've, obviously you've selected your people that you're going to make a CCE to. So you make your CCE and say whatever you want to say. And then right here, if I want the word message to be where I want the hyperlink, you highlight the word you want to be hyperlinked. You click this, and then you take and put in your link here. You paste in, you know, pampered chef, whatever, .com/party/ blah, blah, blah. And then you click save. And then now the word message is hyperlinked. That's it. That's the easy button. Anything you can do for people to make things easy for them is really helpful.
And you would put click here.
Yeah, I did.
Take it to the party.
Right. Well, or to take you to it was to take them to the Google form.
Right.
Is
right,
what
right.
I did. To take them to the Google form for that party. Like if you look at my, I did a post of it in my VIP group as well. So it's like the same concept, but honestly, from the VIP group, I only got like 4. The rest of them were from that CCE. So it looks like. See, this is what I said in my CCE, if you want to, the words that I used. I mean, so where it was click here for the form to fill out the catalogs for you, there was no this Google link. That's just what's showing in my VIP group. In the CCE, the click here, the here was the hyperlink. So they clicked here and went to that Google form. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's it. That's all
Can you
I
make
did.
more than one word a hyperlink or just one word?
I don't know the answer to that because I've never done more than one hyperlink in the party, but I don't see why not. You know, it's like if you want to do this, click here. If you want to do this, click here, because each word would be, I mean, I don't see why you couldn't, because it's essentially, you could probably make every word a hyperlink.
Here
if you
word
wanted.
is the hyperlink.
Yes, it's whatever word you're typing out that you highlight like this, and then you click the hyperlink for, then you put the link in right there, and you click save, and now all of a sudden that's what you get, the URL of what you're trying to get to. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
very good. And you could add additional.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, so cool.
So there's so many little things, anything you can do to make things easier for people. That's how the concepts work for everything, right? That's how all systems work. Anything you can make easier for new consultants. So people who are exploding, like I've been working on host coaching. So that's the system I've been working on. I really need to work on my systems for training new consultants so I can grow a huge team, right? So it's all what you put your focus on. So anything you can make it easy for people, that's where your your focus is.
On your computer, Windows. Okay, so we don't have
Windows. And really, honestly, single thing that I do is I am not the, Linktree was my original idea, so I guess I had one original idea. But really, everything is just like, I hear these amazing ideas that these awesome people on this call and the leaders that I've grown so close to in my mastermind groups, that's where I get ideas from it, and we all just build on them. So there's no dumb ideas. Everybody's sharing is so valuable.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now I want to go back. Now that I found my record button. No, I want to ask you what are some of the ways you have used. So instead of using Loom, you're just using what your phone can do to do the kinds of things training.
And it's anything on the fly. Like it's when somebody messages you and says, I can't find how to get my party link. I can't find how to put this picture in my party. I can't copy and paste, like whatever that they can't do. You can just quick show them by doing it yourself and making a screen recording. It's just as fast for you to do that and explain it to them than it is for you to type out how they need to do it.
So I'm assuming that you're saving those recordings. And
for things that you would use over and over, you can totally save them. So like I have a tech album in my phone that's like, and you can name it. An iPhone, you can't name a picture, you can only name an album. So since they kind of all look the same, if you want to know which one you're sharing, you can make an album for each little recording and then put the name of the album being whatever it is. Like, this is how to copy paste. This is how to whatever. You know what I mean? So that you can share that one over and over. Honestly, most times I just make a new one and just send it, because it takes it's literally 30 seconds to show somebody how to copy paste in a party, or how to find their party link to share it, or whatever, or like how to open our party links that we make in our website for them to forward it in a text. Just a screen share, like hold your finger right here and then scroll up and you see email. That's how you email it. You see text. That's how you text it out. See what happens? You click it and then the words come up, and you can just share it to all your phone contacts. Anything we can do to help them to understand the tech to make it easier just helps them.
Oh, Denise just said create a link tree for all the videos. Can you do that though?
You could, if you made them somewhere public. Like if I uploaded all of those videos to a group that was a public group and made a link of them, I could totally make a link tree for that. But that's what Denise is saying is so true, is you can make a link tree for anything. Like that link tree that I shared. I mean, I have my link tree that I use for my parties. I used it when I was doing block. I had moved back to individual a couple months ago.
So I'm going to throw out this question to you, Bobbi, but to everybody who's on here. As you guys know, we have virtual PC team training as a Facebook page, landing page for our organizations to do training. And I'm just thinking some of the videos that you already have, some, there might be good, valuable training tidbits or whatever from many of you. Should we expand and have more content in our, like, you guys are looking at that, but maybe we have a lot of misses and a lot of holes, and I'm just trying to create something for everybody that our organization can use versus all of us spinning our wheels and doing the same thing. So anyway, I'm just throwing that question out there as to whether, like, Bobbi might have a screenshot of something that could just be added to there, or some of you have other things that maybe should be added to there. I'm just
like, what are you for the
Somebody asked about Linktree. Like, if you can have more than one, you don't actually have to use a different email address.
Oh, sorry.
You can make the same. You can use the same email address and have different link trees. So you just, it's actually, the instructions for doing it are in Linktree. You actually, all you have to do is sign out and then log in as making a new, you can use the same email address over and over and over. You don't have to have a separate email address. You can use the same email address, but you just make a new link tree. So here's different link trees that I have. So at first I made one that would be for me to share generically with my team, that doesn't have my albums and stuff like that in it, right? That just has the videos and the what to expect. And then of course my regular link tree that I use, for parties, that has the catalog, questions about being a consultant, host a party, my recipes, gift registry, my VIP group, Facebook business page, YouTube, all that, just your regular link trees. So you don't have to actually have different email address. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought.
And I think that Marie's idea is valuable as well. I mean, anybody that has little videos, that's helpful. I mean, I know that Tiffany Foreman, her units, she has an amazing amount of tech videos, and so does Linda. Linda's amazing at delegating within her. She has a group of amazing directors. I look up to Linda so much, and all of her directors are just amazing. She's an amazing organization, and her directors take like they all each made videos and shared them into their units. And that's that's awesome. So then all the burden is not on one person.
Yeah. Did she assign them or did they just figure it out?
I don't know how they decided upon that. I'm sure that they must have had some sort of like, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this and you're going to do that, because otherwise everybody would have made the same video. Crystal says they all signed up. So then that way they took a topic and made their videos on it. And then it's not everybody just making, you know, Carrie and I talked about, Carrie is on this call and she's director on my team. And we talked about making some, you know, in our team page too. So, you know, and there's nothing wrong with using other people's videos either, if you have their permission to use them. I mean, they're walking through and showing people the steps of how to do stuff. So what Marie is sharing, or what she said, holds very, you know, much merit and value. If it's a generic video that's just teaching somebody how to do something, then, I mean, why remake it?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's Charlotte Nagai is sharing how to make a Google form on my team page. And she made that video like 5 years ago. You know, I mean, why remake the video of how to make a Google drawing slip if it's already there?
Yeah.
You know, so.
Linda just shared that she had a poll with all the topics that she wanted to be videoed, and then they all just chose one and did it.
Did they do Loom? Did they do Loom? Did they all do Loom, Linda?
Well, I'm just thinking that, okay, so
Yeah.
we are a group of 80 directors who are part of Nancy Joe's, Patty, or my organization. If everybody's already done some stuff, we could do one of two things. You could either keep it for your own little microcosm team, or if you are already using virtual PC team training for helping your team be trained on how to do virtual shows, do we have gaps or things that we're missing? I know right now we have to update it with using new Facebook, and we realized that that needed a big update.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to say we could save a lot of time, money, and energy if some of you would say, you know, what you're missing on your page is this. I've already have it recorded. Here's my recording if you want to use it. And we add a unit and are able to do that. So
what's so good about that, Marie, is it just shows how everybody works together as a team and how valuable everyone is. It's not just 3 or 5 people, you know.
That is the most amazing thing that I love about the sharing within, you know, like our mastermind group does our Rockstars on the Rise together, and we're not even related. You know what I mean? Like I work with other directors, and we're all having the same goal. So they're hearing from leaders that are not they're not their sister or their mother or aunt, you know, it's other people, and they're seeing that people are willing, that you're in business for yourself and not by yourself. Yeah. So I love that.
Yeah, Nancy Joe and I were talking the other day, and that's when she said, you know, by everybody sharing a little, we are all learning a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that about us. And, you know, Nancy Joe Ryan, another quote. So when we were talking about setting up PCTeamTraining.com, getting something that was outside of Facebook, because if Facebook closed down tomorrow, we don't want to be limited to only the training that we were on the platform of Facebook. So we have both side by side, and I'm just saying, you know, we are all family. And if you guys are comfortable, and if you're looking and you're going, gosh, guys, this is missing these 10 things. If you shared it with Nancy Joe or Denise Garza or Patty or me, then we could get it added onto either PCTeamTraining.com or the virtual or both, and save a gazillion hours. But I do know that when you're creating party content for your team, you might not feel comfortable sharing. You like there's smart things to share, and then there's some things that maybe you want to keep for your own organization, and I get that. But just throwing it out there, because right now, Bobbi, you said, oh, I have only a couple things to share about my phone. You have just blown my mind.
Marie's going into what's that shock?
I think
cardiac arrest.
Yeah, cardiac arrest shock. I can't even think of what it is. But
I've got goosebumps today. You
Yeah,
gave me
it was good.
goosebumps and tears in my eyes, and I'm going,
Really
you
good.
have helped so many people today. You
Yeah.
have no idea how many people you've helped today. And this is going to be a recording that can be watched over and over again by people on our teams.
For sure.
And, you know, you're going to take our game up a notch. So thank
I
you.
have a question for Bobbi.
Okay.
Bobbi,
Okay.
Bobbi, I've heard a lot of people talk over these calls about Linktree, 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 and I have not looked into it yet. And I understand it looks like it'll be really good to combine a bunch of links, like your videos or recipes. I get that. But then I hear y'all talking about having a Linktree for one single link. Can you explain what the point of that is?
I wouldn't.
Like a link
Why
tree
would
to a shopping link, or maybe when y'all click on it, you've got several shopping links. But then, like I saw a link tree to your Instagram. Would that just not be one link?
Well, okay, so what a link tree is it's taking several links and putting them together. No, you definitely wouldn't have a link tree that just has one link. There's not one link here, there's like 10. See, all of these links are in my link tree. So this is my regular, oh, there's more than 10.
Okay,
But
so you've got one link for your blog, one link for your Instagram, but when you send them this link, they're getting this whole entire list.
when they get the link tree, I send just one link. And the reason why Linktree was born, just so you know, history of why Linktree was born, is in Instagram, you can only have the real estate of one link. And so there's more than one link that we want to share with people, right? So in Instagram, that's where this was born. So it's just using this platform in other ways, like how could you utilize it? And that's where the idea came to me for using it for a party, because you know, we have Google albums and different things like that, which work great. There's nothing wrong with any one of them. I was trying to make something really easy that people, when they look at it, it's clean and everybody can open it. And that's where I came to the idea for the link tree for a virtual party. However, there's nothing wrong with doing it in a Google Doc or a Google album or not all of those work. Every one of them. So it's what the link tree is it's just a place to have links. So this is links of the albums and it's link of the catalog, and it's then these are all videos. What's new, and then some favorites, the power tools, all these different videos. And somebody asked if I have the paid version of Linktree. I do not. I have the free version. You can make as many links as you want. Now, there are things that I could upgrade it to make it look fancier or whatever if I had the paid version. I'd have a little more analytics with the paid version, but you do get some analytics here. So you can see how many views things have, you know, in your analytics. You can see each link individually, so you can see if that's something that's even, you know, worth having a link to. The link analytics, look, this is not really worth having. Somebody has only clicked that 7 times about how to have a wedding shower. So maybe that's not the best link to have on there. You know what I mean?
Or you could have it at the bottom.
Right, or I could move it to the bottom. Exactly, Nancy. So, Nancy Joe, sorry. So, yeah, like being questions about being a consultant, only clicked 4 times. That tells me I need to up my game about where I'm sharing about being a consultant. I mean, there's just analytics help, you know?
Yeah, some people, Bobbi, when we first got into Linktree, Debbie Cook and a few others shared. And then a couple weeks later, people were finding if they put the big links up top and then the party links on underneath that. And when I say big links, we're talking about catalog, how to have your own party.
Right. The things you really want them to see.
Consultant. Instead of them finding the link and stop scrolling, they have to scroll through those.
Great thought.
To get to where they need, and they found they had more interaction.
Great thought.
When they were at the top.
Great thought. Yeah, but just to answer the question about Linktree, you wouldn't have a Linktree with just one link in it. If it was just one link, then you would just share the link, not the Linktree.
I just want to, Susan Moulton made a comment in the chat, Nance, that I thought was worth repeating. And she said that we really need to make sure that we remind our directors that this month you really need 2,500 in sales to get that key product it is not going to be part of the director perk package.
Right, level 1 or level 2 is not part of the director package. So yeah, it is really, really important. And you know what? It's November. We all should be there anyway. You know, let's face it, that should be absolutely a breeze for us to fly through. But make sure people know that's where that is, you know. And even our people, we want them there too as much as possible, because look at it, goes the amount of goes from $40 on level 1 to $440
Yeah.
level 2. So why wouldn't everyone want $440 worth of product, you know, along with the pay of at least $2,500? So don't miss out, and really, really communicate this to your teams, because it's important. It's important. The other thing before we go off, I know we're already over time.
I've got one more thing too, Nance, that I'm going to share.
Okay, because Cora was asking about workarounds for getting your host to add people that they're having issues. So Patty, what did you have? Do you want to hit that first and then we can chat?
Yeah, you know what? Here, I'll just do this really quick. It's really quick because then I could add it to the, what do you call it there? Let me just see where the heck.
Do you want to stop recording for Bobbi?
Yeah, and stop, get my big face off here.
Oh my God. Oh, sorry, Bobbi, but you're so cute.
Stop the recording so we can have Bobbi on. That is the training.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hold on. All right.